Ben Pack, this is Hades.
We're
going to Hades.
Is that why it's so hot in here?
Yeah, it's dark and someone already said that. Yeah. This is the next game from Supergiant Games of Bastion and Pyre and Transistor fame.
That's right.
Yeah. And it's in early access on that Epic store for like $20. And it's I think that team has done a pretty good job of making different types of games that still feel kind of like they're made by that studio.
Yeah. I feel like they could have very easily just kept making Bastions, sort of that kind of game. But they didn't. They've kind of gone out of their way to modify it. But then this one kind of feels like a throwback to the way that Bastion plays, but with some more modern.
Yeah, this is a roguelike, with some kind of ongoing permanent progression, which that style of game has been all the rage in a few different ways over the years, and I'm having a pretty good time with this one so far. This is kind of the you go to the mirror and upgrade some of your stats more permanently with currency you earn on your runs. So better backstab damage, heal every time you enter the next room, that sort of stuff, and then some.
How do those unlock?
These are keys.
Okay.
These are the same keys that you use to unlock weapons, which are in the next room here. It's early access. They've got 4 weapons in the game right now. I'm armed with the bow right now, but your default is this sword.
Maybe this one.
Oh, change of plan. I like it.
This is just a training dummy we can beat on here. Skelly, he's
I'll
good.
give you a piece of advice, boyo. You run across a guy like me out there, you just give him a good stab right in the back without a second thought before he sends you crying back to Papa.
So
Keep that in mind, mate.
So the premise of this game is you are Hades' son trying to escape from hell.
Yes, yeah, and we'll when we die and come back to the hub, we'll spend a little more time with the characters
Jeff,
here.
You're not gonna die. You're gonna beat the game.
Okay, all right, let's beat the game.
Darkness, give me strength.
Darkness, give me strength. He's really into metal.
Who isn't?
Raffi.
Okay, well, Raffi, it might surprise you. At the start of every run, we get, for our kind of first upgrade here. Okay, a single chop that does 400% damage sounds okay, but slow.
Yeah.
Blink a short distance towards your foe and use your special.
Oh, that's the drop, right?
Yeah. That might be useful, but
it seems like a good finisher, but not necessarily a good starting.
Like more damage to armor actually seems pretty good, because armor is a pain in the ass.
Armor's a motherfucker. Yeah, dude. I saw that. I saw an armor buff early on and said, I'm not too worried about that, and then fought my first armored opponent.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, like you can't damage them at all until you break this armor.
Composed of such innumerable, ever-shifting.
I'd say the biggest thing that stuck out to me compared to other roguelikes and similar type of games is you can really just wail on a lot of enemies and keep them comboed and just knock them around.
And so you'll get bonus damage for pushing them into a wall, but also you can get these rocks to fall on them, and that'll do damage as well. So these pillars that you see around levels are useful.
There's traps that'll damage your enemies.
Yeah, a lot of stuff like that. But it's. You don't find healing items generally. There are little shops and things like that are exceptions to that rule, but you kind of you go on your run. And the globe here, when you go to the next room, you see the reward you'll get from the next room. So in some cases, you'll have multiple options, and you can kind of choose like, oh, do I want more of this, permanent upgrade currency or what? Yeah. I went and just walked on spikes. You
just want to show off how the traps work.
Yeah.
Good job, Jeff.
Yeah, no problem.
Just stick to the
script. Oh, that's
I hate those.
Yeah, those are a real hassle.
It does it very clearly signals enemy attacks, which is nice because a lot of the upgrades will have to do with you now have like a parry move, or your dash has a parry and stuff like that. So it's good to be able to kind of get a feel for the enemy's movements and attacks. It being kind of this 3D isometric action, though, I've had a bit of trouble adjusting to it in certain ways.
I've definitely taken some hits that I've been like, oh god, I needed to be paying attention in a different direction. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we finished the room. I've taken 25 points of damage, which sucks. But what are you gonna do?
What I wouldn't give for, say, a healing flask of some sort.
It's almost as, yeah, there's a lot of reactive dialogue based on like, I get the impression that that is written when you take a bunch of damage in a room.
Yep.
Like,
How do you do?
which is a really good way to make me feel like an even bigger dumbass. Like, all that damage was pretty much avoidable.
Yeah, in that same vein, like, you know, when we die here, I changed my mind. Jeff is definitely not going to beat the game this run.
No, this is it. Don't worry about it.
Well, we'll see. But when you do die, you people give you shit about the enemies you lost to sometimes.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a clever little touch.
And they've written dialogue like, oh my god, that just went bad all the way. They've written dialogue where when you encounter the enemy that killed you in your last run, he's got a line about it.
Oh, really?
Which is, I think, pretty clever.
Yeah, a lot of writing, a lot of good, clever writing in this game so far.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting from a roguelike.
Yeah, I really like the characters. Well, maybe we won't get them all here. Okay, wait.
Oh, hi. I'd ask you how it went, but since you're here again, I guess I know already, huh? Oh well, just come on in.
Oh, Hypnos.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Enough yet.
And Hades, your father, is
Big Kratos.
is just a prick.
He's off duty.
Okay, Achilles is not there. Oh, he's probably in the...
How you holding up, boy? Eating well lately? All 3 mouths full and happy?
Each terrifying maw of the infernal watchdog Cerberus responds affirmatively, one after the next.
It's really good voice acting.
Yeah.
I like early on, first lines of dialogue, I immediately like a lot of these characters.
Yes, believe my eyes. Is that you, boy? Cerberus, look who it is. He's back.
He's happy for you.
Yeah, huh.
Cerberus looks mournfully toward the prince.
No need to drag the dog into this, father.
Anything you say to me, you say in front of Cerberus. You might even learn a thing or two from him of listening and of obedience.
Darkness guide you, child. You have outgrown this house. Of that I am now certain.
So, you know, basically
Forget you, Nix, I swear it.
we're looking to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
What once was a small lounging area within the House of Hades
Cerberus
I hope they add more plot. Like so they've kind of been open about it's, you know, obviously it's early access. It's to the point where the home main menu screen has a countdown to their next patch.
Which seems like a smart idea for an early access game, like kind of like setting all these targets for like, hey, here's when the next thing's gonna hit. I think that's neat.
And you know, they'll probably add stuff like levels and weapons and stuff like that. But I hope they do like develop these characters more. And I don't know exactly how you do it in a game like this, but
Well, there's a lot of lines of dialogue. You know, you kind of come back. You eventually unlock. I don't think I have it on this save because I don't know if the Epic Store has cloud saves
you know,
yet.
it doesn't appear to. Or at
This
least
game
it's
does not, at
obvious.
least. Yeah. So like my save at home, I've got another room open in that base back there, and if I hit the I don't have it. I think if you hit left bumper, there's like a codex of sorts you can open that'll kind of tell you more about the characters and that sort of stuff. All right, let's go to the bow. So it's got a charge up shot where if I release when I'm blinking, it does more damage, and then I've got that attack. I feel like I've been having more success with the bow than the sword, but actually I like this thing. It's a shield. It's like a Captain America style shield that you can bash people with and throw, and it'll bounce around.
All right. What about your special here?
Oh, the special is always you throw you throw the shot of ammo.
Okay.
And that'll stick in an enemy until the enemy is dead, or eventually it'll actually release if you don't kill the enemy fast enough. So this guy, well, actually we can kill him now that I think about it. All right, then we get our ammo back.
All right, peace Scully.
Yep. He respawns. It's fine.
This is before or after he landed that plane in the river?
This is after. It didn't go so good for him.
Oh,
a little
no.
later on. No spoilers, but
Mix up my style.
okay. So basic attack, 350 damage to nearby foes seems good. Special fires 100% more shots. That actually seems good.
Oh yeah.
That burst attack. So what does that look like?
It's lighter than before.
Okay.
Damn. Just let it rip.
Yeah, and you can just kind of hit that. These ranged attacks will kind of home in
Okay.
at up to a certain range, basically, which is convenient.
Yeah, I was playing a little mouse and keyboard earlier today, and I actually think it plays fairly well that way too.
Oh, huh.
You know, you're sort of aiming with the mouse, so I was having better accuracy with some of my ranged stuff.
Oh, huh.
But the melee, I would like, you know, walk in front of my mouse cursor, and then
suddenly you're aiming the other way. Yeah.
So it was,
That would happen to me in Crimson Land all the time. So like these attacks do chain together, but you kind of have to be on your shit a little bit because if you're mistiming your shots or not picking your shots appropriately, like you leave yourself exposed.
yeah, this is not Dead Cells where you can roll out of anything and
Right.
you always kind of
God.
feel safe as long as you're
As long as you're
spacing
mashing.
right.
Yeah, it's like I can
What do we have here?
I can dash into an attack, which is maybe a little more dramatic with a melee weapon than with this bow, but like I can do that into that, but at the end of that dash, you plant.
Yeah.
So I'll dash and keep holding the stick, and that'll give you an idea of how long it takes me to start moving again. So like boom, boom.
Yep.
But if I dash and then into attack, you know, you're kind of at least doing things again
Right.
and then moving.
Some sweet animation canceling.
Yeah. Or it's less cancel, more chain, it feels like. You're kind of reducing some of the cooldown or some of the recovery frames or something.
Good, come on in.
Oh, yeah. So these traps will shoot at stuff, which is kind of cool. You can, if you're careful, you can trigger them.
Oh yeah, and you can shoot it into the pillar that drops the
Yeah.
rocks. That's really cool. The rocks kept happening to me while I was fighting. I couldn't figure out what was triggering them. But now that I know that it's hitting the pillars, that's gonna make things probably a lot worse to begin with.
Yeah.
But then eventually I'll get there.
Yeah.
So like you said, this is only on the Epic Store right now, but when it's out,
I think they've said that it will come to other stores eventually, and I don't know that they've given a timetable about when that eventually even really is.
Right.
But, you know, we'll see how it goes. All right, so here's my choice about whether I want that kind of standard upgrade currency or a key. I'm gonna go for the key.
yeah, it
Those are
seems-
kind of the two things that are permanent. When you come out of a run, you'll keep your keys.
Wretches.
I noticed a lot of the items that are for sale in the like shop that randomly pops up are for a limited number of rooms or encounters.
Right, yeah, it'll be like, you know, more, you know, like faster movement for the next 3 chambers.
Right.
And stuff like that. But also you do get kind of different upgrades where one of the first upgrades I got, oh geez, god damn it.
Those are spikes.
Those are spikes. Lets you keep up to 200 coins. Like the currency that normally goes away, you can keep up to 200 between runs.
How many now?
Ah, skeleton generator, gauntlet ass, fucking. Oh, I tried to dash out of that and didn't. Ah, yep, see? That's another. All right, I need to start using that attack more.
Oh, yeah.
I'm bad about using it, but it'll kill those skeletons in one shot, so I can kind of.
Seems like dealing with something like this spawning thing is especially hard for the bow, which is something you want to kind of always be on the move and you want to be positioned where you want to be rather than homing in on an enemy that's stationary.
This can unlock something back home.
But versus those like big slow guys, you can just pluck and run.
Exactly. And there are upgrades that'll like, you know, your bow does less damage, but it immediately charges up, and that's kind of that perk is why I like the bow. Right. So without it, it's a lot harder. Rooms like this. So I think this is Aphrodite. So if we finish this room, we'll be able to pick another perk.
I like the way they handle the perks. That it's just kind of themed around a god, and then it's something for your attack, your dash, and your special.
Yeah.
Or your shot. Oh yeah, so there's the armored enemies. Armored enemies work like so normal enemies you can just kind of stagger them if you keep comboing them, but armored enemies sort of have super armor like from a fighting game where they'll just not get dumped.
Yeah, those enemies might be my least favorite. They are large and their charge is fast and covers a great distance.
Yes.
And
a recipe for disaster.
Yes, it is always a bad time for me when those guys are around. More than probably any other enemy in this game that I've fought so far.
It says here a wretched lout slapped you to death again. That's a tough break. Have you tried talking it out or something? I don't know.
Fuck off.
Maybe would have liked an actual hint about how to fight the enemy, but sure.
You'll get the hang of it out there, lad. For all our sparring practice, there's no teacher like the real thing. Now then.
Why is Achilles in hell?
For you.
It's a great question.
I guess everyone ends up in Hades in Greece mythology. There's no
Greece
heaven.
mythology, that's what they call it.
History to grow, not just your love of war.
So here's the codex. So it kind of shows you, hey, there's more to learn with these conversations. You find bottles of ambrosia that you can choose to give to kind of any of these different characters. And they'll give you a gift, and I think that might also advance the conversations in different ways. But it kind of shows you your standing with everyone in terms of, are there more conversations to have, or when do we get the next thing?
That's cool.
And so as we're seeing enemies and stuff, they'll start showing up in this codex.
The House of Hades.
You know I can hear you, old man. How's everything been going lately, boy?
The Underworld Prince.
All right.
Father, what happened to the lounge? The only place for anyone to have a little fun around here, and you seal it shut.
Oh, I had little choice about that, boy. You see, after you fled the first time, Cerberus, why, he was very much upset. Utterly tore the place to shreds. It's now under repair. All thanks to you.
You're really blaming me for not minding the dog while I was out and while you all were here.
I lay the blame entirely upon you, yes. Who else? It's fortunate
Yeah,
that...
I like the writing in this game quite a bit. And so we did find a key and some more stuff. We can get, let's get another 10% of backstab.
Gross.
Do you hold on to your keys between runs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, keys and that other currency are the things you hang on to. So we can save up keys to get this third weapon here. I'm gonna stick with the bow and hope that we get, hey, where'd Skelly go?
Skelly needs to rest.
Okay, fine.
Off we go.
Let's see if we get that bow speed perk.
Time for a tune-up. She'll get this bow back into tip-top shape.
Okay, here we go, yeah. Attack charges instantly 20% less damage. This for me has been the game changer for the bow.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, that's terrible. All right, another key right off the bat. Cool.
This is the run.
Oh, these fucking things.
I haven't fought those.
They shoot a beam out and rotate, which is like those, my least favorite enemies in Diablo 3.
Oh man, and they just melt through that pillar, huh?
Yeah, and melt through you as well.
You shouldn't have crossed me.
Oh yeah, so we're filling out the codex with like, here's what a key is.
That's cool. I'm glad this is in here. I didn't know about this.
Yeah. And eventually enemies and stuff show up here too.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a max health, and I
don't know what that is.
I don't know what that, I'm not sure what that is.
Must be good.
Yep. Fuck off. Oh.
I want to know more about these skulls. Like, whose skulls are these?
Well,
Father Hades and my father Zeus have not communicated in some time. And Zeus
so yeah, all the gods on Olympus are like rooting for you to get out, so they, will occasionally send down
you know better than I.
these perks. Attack stronger and can deflect. Special is stronger. Dash slightly slower, but deals damage. Stronger attack to make up for the 20% damage I took seems like the right thing here.
Yep.
50% bonus damage to my special, though. That's that multi-shot attack.
Decisions.
Let's go with that.
Divine Flourish.
Oh, that was cool.
It does look cool. You made the right choice.
Yeah. All right. So, yes, it's a numbskull.
Great.
Yeah.
Jeff, I'm going to need you to kill 98 more of those.
All right. If you need to learn more, I mean, I have to kill more numbskulls, I guess. It's just how it has to go.
Here we go. Just camp them out. Just spend the next 2.5 hours killing numbskulls. There you go.
No.
Oh.
No. No.
Hey, who's the numbskull now?
It's still the numbskulls.
Yeah, I mean, they are still numbskulls. That's never gonna change.
Yeah.
His grunting on the faster bow, the man's having some trouble, it seems.
It's, you know, he's getting the shot out there, though.
Yeah.
How many more numbskulls? All right.
Damn.
Pretty good dent.
Yeah.
These things, though, yeah. Very useful, but I have not succeeded in killing, like, say, a bunch of numbskulls with it.
No. I've succeeded in killing myself with them.
Oh, yeah. It's really great for that. Ah, those fucking guys. Oh!
So, yeah, this is the armored enemy. You can't disrupt his attacks at all.
Ugh. Out of there. Fuck, man.
Think you can stop me?
Yeah, sure. Spawn another one. Yeah, it's a greed thing. I need to just be more patient and like take 2 shots instead of 3 and move and
that's all stuff you figure out as you go. You get more comfortable with it, you know. You get those patterns down, they become just muscle memory at a point.
I feel like of the 3 or 4 times sessions I've had of sitting down and play it,
Shades of the day.
I get worse at facing those specific enemies like every time and have to like relearn that lesson again.
Wow, you've died at least 5 times so far, I think. Dying's good for the whole ecosystem down here. So, thanks. You're helping make the Underworld a better place.
You know, you gotta have a sense of humor if you're in hell.
Great.
Yeah.
Just keep dying over and over and everything will be fine.
I think parts of this game are pretty funny.
So how did it go? How did you die ignobly this time?
In that case, I'll spare you the
Fine.
All right. So this area is open now.
Hey, the lounge is open.
Oh, the prince himself. You want to talk to me? Me? Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
This Gorgon cleans up. This is why it has a feather duster.
Okay.
I just wanted to say, don't bother picking up my room today. I'm headed out for a while.
I have to clean the rafters.
Thanks for all your hard work.
I like that you can zip behind the counter.
Yeah. All right, we'll take one more run at it.
So now you've been kind of holding back up to this point. You ready to?
Yeah. Yes. Definitely. Let's get more backstab. Let's see how it goes. All right. I'm gonna maybe switch back to the sword for this one.
Prestigious blade of the
try that thing
Underworld.
out?
I need your strength.
Ow, nice. You're pretty quick, you know, boyo. Just be sure to use that.
Dash like mad instead of standing still.
Well, not too mad.
No.
I'm getting out of here.
All right. So an immediate additional 25 hit points. Oh, these
Seems like if you're able to get in on them, you can just really zip around.
You know, we might have to do one more run after this because this will be enough keys to unlock the next weapon.
Hello, mates.
I really like the animations in this game.
Yeah.
These guys look like they're made of jelly. It's great.
Have a nice death.
And the death animation is incredible.
Let's get that perk. You can, you know, attack the projectiles to get them out of your way, which is cool.
Yeah.
I think if you have deflect on your weapon, that'll maybe send it back.
I think it does. It's not like a guaranteed hit, but it'll send it back in their direction. I like that you can walk into the enemies. The enemies don't have hitboxes themselves.
It's just their attacks?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was, I think we were talking about the bombcast. I wasn't 100% sure about that. Oh, you're right there. Yeah, some of that isometric stuff, you maybe lose an enemy down here occasionally, or that's a weird one too.
Time to collect.
The one called Nyx. She is your mother, as I understand? We Olympians rarely consort with the chthonic gods. Though Nyx herself reached out to me about your plight, and I was spurred to act.
Okay. I'm just gonna, take better up close attack damage.
Athena lives in your sword now.
That's right. Oh God. Okay, get out of there.
Careful.
Oh, damn. Some enemies you can, well, usually this room type. So you'll see some of the similar rooms as you play. You can kind of hide right here, and they won't dash across it.
Oh, really?
So you can, if you have the bow or something, you can just kind of sit there and just take shots.
I wonder if there's any different enemy behavior based on what weapon you have.
All mine.
I don't know, yeah, but since these are spikes, if you have these slower the enemies that don't dash as much, or don't dash as far rather, they will work their way around rather than step on the spikes. See, if you kind of stand right here, you can just kind of shoot them to death as they slowly work their way around, which is handy. Oh God. Oh, that didn't hit. Wait.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Oh God, armored numbskulls. Seems like the worst.
Oh.
There you go.
All right.
It's one of those hammers.
Dash attack hits twice. Having a dash that hits hasn't really served me super well. All right, I'm almost dead, so having the third hit restore 10% health seems pretty good right now.
Yeah, it does.
With how low my health is.
Good as new.
Just don't get hit.
Okay.
This won't end well for you.
Nice. Man, you're really making a lot of health back.
Yeah. Just gotta make sure they live long enough to take that third hit, I guess.
Yeah.
Ah! Well, yeah, well, so much for that health. I wonder if then if it's to my benefit to like whiff on the first hit of a combo or something.
Oh, just to kind of like prep it?
Yeah, since the third hit lunges, like if I can kind of, yeah.
I'll take that.
Okay. Enter, lose 11 health. What, I've never seen this before.
Do it.
All right.
Huh.
All right.
Okay.
I'll just take that.
Okay, so sacrifice some health for a random benefit. Interesting.
Yeah.
That was just gold, so it's not
Your Highness.
a great benefit. Oh, hey, this guy.
Hey, Prince Ed. Must look like I'm slipping the old boulder here, but
Sisyphus.
I'm just getting back on my feet. The Fury Sisters don't often leave me be. Where'd they go, anyway? And, what are you doing here?
So I think this might,
Oh, you know,
we might see the first boss in the next room.
Do me a
Or one or
favor,
two rooms
see the
away.
Fury Sisters. Let them
I have
know
not
was headed down the way I came
won
from
this fight yet.
Is it the Fury Sisters?
Oh,
It is a Fury Sister.
right.
Okay.
I hear you loud and clear, Your Highness. I'll just go about my business now, and you take care.
I probably need health.
Good choice.
Cheers.
Some French fries. These spirits show up and you get these little emotes out of them, and I don't. Sometimes in the hub you'll see like cause of death, old age, like it'll pop up when you walk over to them, which is weird.
Weird.
Oof, got me good there.
And I'm not sure if that's something that's like gonna be expanded on. Like it almost evokes like, hey, these are real players and here's what they're doing. Like, but yeah, I don't think it's that. But
That would be cool.
yeah.
Am I interrupting something?
Fuck. Armored asshole.
I mean, you know, whatever solution to deal with hemorrhoids works.
Got you back.
Oops, I don't have the bow. Nope. Shit.
Oh,
See?
there's no escape.
It's that fucking guy.
It is that guy.
Especially armored.
Yeah, you just gotta play so patient, I guess.
All right, we have enough to unlock the
All right, yeah, why don't you run right
next
there?
weapon, so we'll just...
Mr. Hypnos, do you maybe think that you could, you know, keep an eye on the procession line before Lord Hades, like you were supposed to?
Oh, that's no problem. I can definitely do that. I'll just add it to the list.
Good, then. Glad we had the chance to chat. Now,
Get on it, Hypnos.
Back again.
Such a dick. He's just said every line of dialogue out of that guy.
Yeah. He really does not want you to get out of hell.
Let's see what's in here. Aegis, Shield of Chaos. Lend me your power.
All right, so this is kind of just a slower attack here, but we can hold it for a shield and then also get a charge dash out of it.
Oh, that really is Captain
Charging
America.
stars. And then yes. So yeah, it's Captain America. Like this, like I feel like all three of these abilities are right out of Marvel Heroes.
Yeah.
But you know, that was
And Marvel
obviously
Capcom.
there was a lot of clicking
Time to go.
and not as much raw combat, raw action.
And hey, if it works,
Yeah,
it works.
no, it's
So hard.
okay.
Good for the health.
Are you eating that heart?
Probably. I mean, you know,
Gross.
French fries drop also, so
You're eating like a half man, half horse heart.
does that make it okay? Because it's not technically cannibalism at that point, or
I don't know. I feel like any percent of human in the meal is cannibalism. I guess you're a god. You're not a human.
yeah, it's
so
kind of a, you know, the lines get blurred, I think.
But
at that point.
I'm going to be so bold as to say, if there is 1% human in my meal, I do not want to eat it.
I'm going to let you in on... I feel like that there's probably some percent of human in every meal you eat.
Sure, but I bet it's fractional.
Oh, you're saying
Like
it needs to get up to 1%,
Yes.
and that's where the line
That
is drawn?
the, like,
okay.
mercury poisoning levels of...
All right. Aphrodite bonuses, I think, are generally health-based. The Zeus bonuses are like the lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with the...
I remember in math class, there was a problem about, like...
You can't stop.
If this percent of jar of spaghetti sauce has this many bugs, how many bugs are in a 40-pack of the sauce? And the rest of the class was just us talking about the fact that there's bugs in spaghetti sauce.
Yeah.
From long ago, young man. I have no more need of it, of course, but how you found...
It's kind of cool. He's got lines of dialogue about the weapon you chose. Like, it seems like they wrote a lot of specific situational things.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like an early access in terms of, oh, this is just a shell of the game and we're going to expand on it. It feels like this is what the final game mostly is going to be, and then we are adding upon it.
That's the impression
Yeah.
I get also. But
We haven't played
who
far
knows?
enough to
Who
see
knows?
like later
Yeah.
stages and
Yeah.
stuff, but this feels like a full game to me from what I played so far.
Yeah, it feels pretty tight.
Wretches.
You know, but there's some stuff like, oh, here's this room again. So, you know, I think, you know, more room variety, I think would be welcome.
That's a strong slam.
Yeah.
I'm empty.
Kind of surprised you don't have a single like defensive option on the shield weapon, but
I do. It's I can hold, if I hold it down.
oh, that's also a block.
And then that's a, yeah, so you hold and then let off.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Nice.
Oh.
Not nice.
But the hold, you know, you plant your feet at that point
Yeah.
too, so it's kind of not always.
And it's got to wind up to
Yeah.
it. Will that block like anything?
I don't know. I've never used it as a block. So that was an ambrosia bottle there, which, like I said, you can give those to some of the NPCs you meet and get some stuff from them. Ugh. Fuck. Die.
Right on cue.
I'll push one of those spikes. Take it, fucker.
Just walk on it and walk off.
Oh, yeah.
From the dead.
Huh.
There's a shop up in the.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what's in here. I'll pay for that.
I don't use the cast enough to. Probably should. Does pretty decent damage and has very little wind up.
Yeah, I was using it mostly as a get out of dash maneuver.
If I may be so bold, Your Highness.
Look, I have to level with you, Sisyphus.
That
You two should have a lot to talk about.
say no more.
Cheers, mate.
All right. I can also, so I can give him the ambrosia bottle.
Hey, sir. Thought that this might ease your burden for a while.
Now hold a moment, Highness. I cannot accept something like this. Not without giving back a little something in return, that is.
Thanks for that, sir.
So the keepsakes are like I think you can only equip one at a time. So it'll be like, oh, you know, you can keep 200 coins from your run, or you know, whatever the shackle does. I don't actually know what the shackle does.
Careful out there.
You really want to die again?
Yeah. Okay. So that was just a proper block.
Look who.
There you go.
Yeah. Play the game right. That's what I'm hearing.
Remember your shots too.
That's for
nice.
Oops. Oh.
That's nice. Will that just keep bouncing around till you catch it?
No, it'll. I think it just will direct itself back at you. Ugh. Remember those tactics I was using earlier?
Yeah, you were doing really well with those, and you weren't getting hit, and you were killing them all.
See, that's...
Barely got through. Got to keep pushing.
What is that bag? Well,
I don't know. Okay. Let's find out.
Must be something I can use.
Hi.
See you out here, mate. It looks as though you've got some fine wares up for sale, don't you?
Okay. I mean, there's really not much more that needs to be said there. I could get some health, or I could buy an upgrade. Ugh.
If you get the health, you can also get the darkness.
Yeah. But this isn't my real save, so I don't care.
Just tidying up a bit.
Huh. Armored these fuckers.
Your block charge thing might come in handy here.
Yeah.
Oh,
just...
To me, there was always something cool about a bad guy that's just a bunch of fucking crystals.
Yeah, just...
Is that a chest in the middle?
Oh, yeah.
Whatever, let's try it.
Oh.
Interloper.
Yeah, you know, all of them armored, by the way.
See if you can get him to...
and it's also a time attack, so the longer I take...
Yikes.
Yeah.
And of course it was that one that killed you.
Naturally.
What did I tell you?
I didn't know the chest would do that, Jeff.
No, yeah, I knew the chest would do that, but you know, we're showing off the game.
That's right. And what a game it is.
That's Hades. Yeah, it seems really cool. You see some areas where, you know, it can be built out, and that makes sense as well.
Well, you know what they say. There is no escape.
So true. I think it's pretty cool so far.
Yeah, I'm excited and curious to see what they start adding.
Yeah, yeah.
Why don't you back out to the main menu there and show that
Sure.
thing. How many days we got till 34 days.
34 days.
And they got patch notes right there on the main menu, which is
That's a smart. This is a smart idea for an early access game.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Hades. Thanks, Ben.